guys, Tatiana Ward here with BeatFaceHoney.com, and thank you so much for joining me. I know that I've been away for a little while, but as many of you know, if you're following me on Twitter, that I am in school and I'm going to school to become a licensed esthetician. An esthetician is the bare minimum license that you can have in order to work in a salon as a makeup artist. So I'm doing that, which is taking up most of my days. I'm in school from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. and then I go to work at 5 p.m. and I work sometimes really, really late. So that's why you've seen less and less of me, but I wanted to bring you guys this look. I don't know if many of you are addicted to fashion magazines, but I am. So I've been noticing a trend where people are just wearing these solid colors from brow all the way down to their lid. So this is my take on that trend. And it may not be something that you are going to wear, but maybe you'll learn something from it. Also, for those of you who entered the PYT curling wand huge giveaway that we did for Christmas, I thank you all so much. I loved so many of your entries, and I appreciate the amount of effort that you guys put into trying to get your votes up and trying to spread the word that you had entered the contest. Unfortunately, there could only be one winner, and which is why I wasn't so quick to announce it, is because the contest went by the amount of votes. So it's plain to see who got the amount of likes on their video, and that was Amber Nicole Makeup. So she is the winner. However, PYT and I discussed it, and well, actually, I can't even say we, because it was their idea. They wanted to give the exact same prize to a second runner-up, which was a totally last minute. I didn't even know it was going to happen until yesterday, long after the contest had ended. So, the second runner-up was a girl named Miss Wanda 305, and she's going to be getting the exact same gift. The exact same compilation of gifts, I guess you could say. So, guys, that was not even my idea. We have PYT to thank for that. That's how generous they are, and that's how much they loved you guys' responses and wanted to just pick the runner-up, and so I'm super excited about that. I was in Victoria's Secret when I got that phone call, and I was so excited. So, yay, thanks to the winners. You guys need to contact me either via Facebook or Twitter and send me your addresses, please. Amber, I've already heard from you. Wanda, Miss Wanda 305, I need to hear from you. Yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned to watch this very high fashion runway look. Thanks. Okay guys, to start this look, I'm going to prime my eye, and I'm going to use a primer, a paint pot from MAC. It's like this metallic-y brown kind of color that'll really pick up on the purples that we're going to use. I'm putting that on one finger, and I am just spreading this from my lid all the way up to the brow, not really caring if I get some of that product in the brow. I don't care if I'm making a mess. I know it's going to look messy, but there is a rhyme and reason to this whole thing. Okay, and to achieve the purple that I have going on, I'm going to work out of a palette that you guys haven't really seen me use, but maybe once before. This was the themed Tarte for True Blood palette, and I wasn't really happy with this palette. I've never really used Tarte products before, but I found that these eyeshadows in this palette shed a lot and made quite a mess, so I wasn't really fond of them. The colors are beautiful, but they just kind of make a mess, and I had a lot of fallout after using them, more so than the average eyeshadow. You're always going to get fallout, but these I felt fell out a lot more. So I don't know if that's true for all Tarte eyeshadows, because again, I've never used their product other than this, but it is true for this palette. I don't even think that they sell this palette anymore. So whatever cranberry dark purple that you have is what you should be using. I'm taking a rounded brush here, and I'm just going to run it inside a wet wipe and dampen the brush. Now I'm going to take this very pretty pinkish champagne color. And I'm just dipping my brush in there, and I'm going to put that color all under my brow. And you can see that we've got some shimmer there. It's the beginnings of the shimmer that we have on this eye. All right, and for those of you who really pay attention to your high fashion magazines, you notice a trend with very thick, full, almost bushy eyebrows going. It seems as though they are grooming and brushing the hairs of the brow upward. I am going to do that by using MAC's Brow Set. This is like a mascara wand. However, it's meant for your brows, and they come in really pretty colors. You guys have seen me use some of these before. This is called Show Off. I'm going to take the product and just run it through my brow to darken it up some. And now I'm going to just brush the hairs of my brow up. I'm going to take a brow pencil. This is Spiked from MAC. And I'm just going to draw an extension on my brow, making it appear to be a little bit longer. And also I'm going to outline the very bottom of the brow. And because some of those hairs have fallen, I'm going to push them back up with my brow set. There are other drugstore brands that make similar products to this. I know that I really like Revlon's Fantasy Brow. It's the same concept. Okay, so there's the brow, and you can see we have a fuller, more wild looking brow now. So let's move on to the actual eyeshadow. I'm going to take this cranberry color, again, from my Tarte True Blood palette, and I'm literally just putting my finger in here, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. And I'm going to take this jet black color from my Urban Decay palette. This is the 15-year anniversary palette. Taking this solid black, I'm just going to create the dark area that I have going right in here. So I'm just going right above my crease, and I'm just layering that black on. And I'm pretty confident with the shading that I have going there. So now I'm just going to take some of that black and put that on the outer portion of my eyelid. You see, I've literally just made that darker with the tip of my finger and some of that black. Okay, and now I'm going to take this whole dark thing to the next level by creating the dark contour that I have right in here. This has become very popular, and the exaggeration of this form of contour has just become something that I've noticed more and more and more as I look at the trends for this year. So to do that, I'm going to take an ashy dark brown. This is the color that I normally use to put on my eyebrows. And I'm literally just going from the very corner of my brow and filling this area in. Moving inwards and upwards. And I'm even creating the illusion of hair where there is none. And again, taking that brow pencil that we defined the eyebrow with a little bit earlier, I'm just going to make little wisps like these to give the illusion of a longer, fuller brow. So we're making these little wisps to be hair-like. See that? Just like little hairs. Okay, and now I'm going to take a wet wipe and just clean under my eye, cleaning up any fallout. Okay, and now I can go ahead and conceal this area with my concealer. I'm using a very thick concealer. This is the concealer that I keep in my kit and I use on mostly everybody. Okay, and I am going to set my concealer, and I've let a little bit gather there so that when I'm putting on this heavy powder under my eye, if some falls off, it'll just get caught in the translucent powder and then I can just wipe it away. Again, I'm just rubbing my brush into this damp cloth, and I'm going to dip it into that cranberry color that we used for our entire lid. And I'm just running this into my lash line. Got to clean some of that up because I messed it up a little bit. So I'm going to take some concealer, put a little bit of the concealer on my finger, and just wipe and blend that in. Concealer acts as an eraser, which is something you can always remember if you've ruined or messed something up. Okay, and I'm taking a black pencil. This is just eyeliner, and I'm running it again through my lash line. Keeping it up towards the lashes, not working it down as much as we did that purple that we initially put on. And I'm just rubbing that in again with the brush. Okay, and there's a close-up of how the eye is looking. And I'm going to wipe away that excess. Another thing with this trend is that I see that people really aren't wearing lashes. So I am going to go with that and just put mascara on. Also, you'll notice that I didn't line my waterline, which is the line on the inside of the eye, just leaving that bare, giving the illusion of a more wide open eye, because when you line that line, you close off the eye. So it's like you have this wide open eye with all of this darkness around it. Kind of like my soul. Just kidding. Lashes on the bottom are getting a coat also. Okay, now for the blush, I am going to use Blunt, which is my favorite contour for myself. This is more of a dramatic contour, which is why I'm using this color. And I'm putting that in the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm doing the same on the other side, just right there in the hollow of the cheek. And you guys know that watch me regularly, I hate buying stuff from MAC that's only in a collection. But this was so pretty that I had to. It's called Fresh Honey. I'm just going to put some of that on the balls of the cheeks. I don't want any major color, just something light, which is why I'm using it. And for the lips, I'm going to use a very pretty berry color. Coming home from IMATS last year, there was a woman in the airport. I was in LAX, and a woman gave me this lipstick, said that she worked for a company that I haven't heard of since. I think it's called Lammic. We got to talking, and I told her I was coming from a big makeup convention, and she's like, oh my god, I'm selling this makeup brand. So anyway, she gave it to me, and that's what I am using. It's a sheer kind of color, and I want to make it even more sheer just by blotting. And you could put some type of clear gloss over it. I'm going to, just to give it some shine. Alright, and there you have it. That is your completed look. Something different that I doubt very many of you will use, but if you are addicted to fashion magazines and always looking to see what the going trend is, then maybe you can appreciate seeing how that look that you've seen in so many ads has been done. As usual, if you would like a detailed list of all of the products that I've used, you can go to BeatFaceHoney.com in the blog section. Also, I hope you're following me on Twitter, and I hope you've liked my Facebook fan page as well. And I promise to those of you who have been asking about I'm Not My Makeup, I'm going to upload a video to that very, very soon. Another kind of compilation of just the randomness that me and my friends have been up to in the past 2 months that I haven't uploaded anything. So be watching out for that. And there are links to everything that I just mentioned down below. Glad to be back after that short little break. And I hope your New Year's is starting out just as wonderful as mine is. I will see you guys right back here very soon. Thanks.